What's up, Travis? How are you tonight, bro?
Good to see you, Tim. Super excited for what we have to offer every single person watching this video right now. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, me too, bro. We just completed what was an epic challenge, teaching people, taking a few days to kind of teach the basics of the course, as well as break down kind of the simple methods to making money online and really how simple it is. I mean, we saw people making their first sale. I mean, I saw one post, I think today, I don't know if you have a screenshot of it, where they made a sale within 9 minutes of doing their first post, which is just
That's
incredible to
awesome.
watch. And, the last few days, it's been, post after post. I just made a sale. I made a sale. I saw one that said I made 11 sales or something since Friday. So it's been awesome. For anyone who's watching this, maybe you already are part of Market Builders. Maybe you've been kind of figuring out what all are you guys doing. So we're going to kind of do what we did over the course of the 3 days in just 15 minutes. So stick with us for 15 minutes. It's going to be the best investment of your 15 minutes. I'm going to drop a little bit of some universal truths in here as well that will help you with your life, even if you are not able to or don't or not, it's not for you to join. But I also believe you'll really love the offer that we have for you guys. So yeah, if you want to take it away, I think we've got a couple,
Absolutely.
testimonies. So go for it.
So Tim, actually, you just mentioned, bro, on the screenshots, and so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with everyone that's gonna watch this. And so we're here on my screen, and hopefully, Tim, just let me know if you could see my screen.
Yeah, I
And you
can see
should be
it.
able to see it. Okay, perfect. So, guys, what we're talking about is literally how you can actually quit your 9 to 5 and pursue your dreams with Market Builders with Tim and I. And this is actually amazing because within the challenge we've done, we have so many testimonies. I couldn't even fit them all on the screen. We have way more than this, guys, but here's just a few people making their first sale. You could see the excitement. We have a guy who made $25 profit during the challenge while just kayaking down a river. Another person made 7 sales in less than 48 hours. Someone said their wife got their first order within an hour of posting our product. And as you could see, just from the free information and resources, people are already making money. And there's so much out there where people hype stuff up, but you're not going to see any fluff with Tim and I. In fact, we
And
actually are going to,
I was going to say the crazy thing is that this is what people started with without even getting into the course that shows
right.
them how to do it fully every step and also shows them how to scale it, right? Because the goal is not 25 bucks a day, though some people honestly would be like, yo, if you can get me 25 bucks extra a day, I'll take it. But
Yeah,
our
that's over
goal is
600 a month
to
extra.
yeah, but our goal is really to get people to $100 a day as an average, and our best students are doing considerably more than that. But it seems like, at least for me, like for me, I was fortunate to have Travis, you sitting in my house, actually right back here. We had the chairs that are right here, and this room was not set up yet, not painted or anything, and I remember it was like 1 in the morning, and I was like, all right, bro, just show me how to do this, right? I want to know how to do it, and you had me do my first, I want to say 3 listings. I don't think we even did the full 10, and like you talk about the training, and it was less than an hour, and we had a sale, and then by the next morning, I think I had 4. And then I started listing, and then it just took off from there. And I think for me, 14 days and ended up being $2,300, including the cash back I got on my Amazon
Right.
card. So I got like $50 there. And so, yeah, I mean, for me, not quite $200 a day, but pretty amazing. Over $1,000 a week, basically, we'll call it 1150 a week that I was able to make. And so, and it seems like my experience was pretty much average if people really do the proper, what you teach in the course, do the listings, how to do it, how to find the products, how to list them properly so that they get views, the whole
Sure.
process. So yeah, this is
That's
awesome.
awesome. So yeah, guys, also on top of that, Tim and I actually want to show you about 3 of our students who are absolutely crushing it. And we have, way more than this, but we just wanted to share 3 stories on how this has literally changed lives. So still being on my screen, I'm going to go to the next one. So here we actually have Randon. And Randon was actually able to, she shares her story in depth on where she was kind of skeptical at first, but she was actually a few months late into it. But long story short, Randon, with the strategy we teach our market builder students, she did 8,000 profit in her first 14 days of following this method. And so here's a picture of Randon.
Oh,
And also we have Eli here. He was able to do over 21,000 in revenue in just the last 30 days. Now he's been doing it for 2 years now, and he probably spends about an hour to 2 hours a day, if that, every single morning. Wakes up at like 6 a.m. because he chooses that's when he wants to work his business. You get to pick the time you want to do this, by the way. And the profit in the last 30 days was around $8,000. And so last but not least, we have Jonathan, and he started with us back 4 months ago, and he was able to do over $150,000 in his last 4 months, and the profit on that was $60,000, and that profit includes cash back. So it's absolutely
which is
exciting and
amazing.
amazing what people
Yeah.
have been able to do. And I'm gonna throw it back to Tim. So let me go ahead and stop.
Well, I think just on this, note, on all three of those, just to touch on that, Randon, her story is super cool because she was looking for a way to be able to make some extra. Hey, there's a guy on the screen behind you there. Look at the TV on your driveway. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I was trying to get you a little screen, anyway, but on that, you got closed circuit TV behind you anyway, but yeah, Randon
on the screen.
Brandon was able to, she's been wanting to help this mom over in Mexico, and she's made well over 40 grand doing this, and she's been able to put that into that house, and she's like, what was going to take me who knows how long to put this thing together to get this single mom and her kids to their first home. Basically they used to live kind of in like almost a shack. She's been able to accelerate that because she's pouring most of the money into that. Eli works at a church, and he talked about how it's been so cool because this has allowed him to serve more time at the church and really not worry about what he was making from the church, because his income, a lot of it is coming from his 2 hours a day, hour and a half a day, working his business that, you showed him how to do. And then Jonathan, obviously, he's kind of like right now the poster child, been hitting some of the biggest numbers. We've both had great months. You've had some record months of 17, 18 grand in profit, but he's been consistently just killing it since November. And so really it's 4 months of consistent doing this, about average 15 grand a month in actual profit. And but it's cool because he said that he's reinvesting that money. So for him, it's more of like a retire quickly strategy. He's still kept his full-time job. He does this in the afternoon. He's running 2 accounts now. And the crazy thing is he actually, which is, awesome for what we're privileged to offer today, he actually paid you 5 grand to do one-on-one coaching.
$5,000 just for a few hours of coaching.
Yeah, and you helped him get going, and he even said it on the video, which maybe we can, if this is on a landing page, if you're watching this on a landing page, the actual testimonies from these people, you can see we're not making it up. We'll actually post it because they shared them in our last challenge from all three. But Jonathan said, I feel like I owe Travis more money. Like I should still be paying him every month, like part of my earnings, because he's like, it's he's on track to make almost $200,000 extra. It's 60,000 in 4 months, so 180,000, whatever, if he stays on this track. And obviously there's some really big months coming up at the end of the year. So anyway, I think that's so awesome. For us, there's it's a simple concept, and I'm going to just jump into kind of what we're offering here. But, our heart at Market Builders is really to help people with more than just an income stream. And I have 3 questions that will help you kind of gauge where you're at. And I want you to answer these questions, because if you can be truthful with yourself, these 3 questions will really can have the ability to change your life in this very moment. So put everything you're doing down and really give this a true effort to answer it as honestly as you can. So first question I have for you: are you living up to your full potential? Are you doing what God has called you on the earth to do? Are you maybe you don't even know what you're called to do, but do you feel like you are fully doing everything that you can be doing right now? So that's the first question. And for most people, myself included, for many years, the answer to that was no. The second question: what's holding you back? Because the reality is that, it's if we can be intentional about really looking honestly at where we are in life and ask ourselves, why am I not living up to my full potential? Because again, most people answer that first question, no, Tim, I don't feel like I am. Second question, why not then, right? What is holding you back? And for most people, I don't know, Travis, if you've heard, other answers to these, but most times when I ask that question, I hear I need time, I need training, ability, I need to change, or I need, what do you think the last one is?
Skill.
We already talked about skills. So time, training, skill, and money.
Money.
Money, dude. They need money. And so, most often it's a lack of one of those resources. And so that's kind of the premise of what we founded market builders around. Is our goal is to provide them with training in the mindset. That's why I put together the Millionaire Bootcamp course, which we'll talk about in a second, which is included in this, where I teach the habits and mindsets and routines and skill sets of millionaires that I've had the privilege of myself helping to create, as well as be around, for the last 15 years in the direct sales industry. And then we have the your training, which teaches them how to make money, which also then in a short amount of time, which frees up their time. So our goal is to give people time, the skill set, the mindset, the character, and the money to be able to go do it. And then the final question, why wait one more day, right? Why wait one more day if you know there's a potential solution out there, a low cost solution? What's the harm in going for it, right? The biggest harm, in my opinion, is living with regret, is not stepping out, not going after, your dreams, and not living the life that God's called you to live, because we only get one life. As Jesse Itzler, one of my favorite speakers, says, I only get one life, one shot at this life. So I'm going to make it a good one. So guys, I'm going to run through real quick what you get if you join Market Builders. Stay tuned. We got a ton of stuff, and then we'll just wrap this up and show you how you can join. So number one, what do you get as a market builder? You first get the marketplace course. This is where Travis takes what he told Jonathan to do in the private coaching, but in video form. We took Jonathan paid Travis $5,000 to get, and he packaged it so that we can then send it out, because Travis only has so many hours in the day. So much time. He can't do $5,000 private coaching with hundreds of people, maybe a few people a week, but he can put a course together with $5,000 worth of knowledge and put that into a course. So that's what you get. It's step by step. It breaks it down. And we have students ranging from, I think our youngest student, we have some kids that are using their dad's account, and they're like,
yeah, we have like 13-year-olds.
13-year-old up to, I would say,
under parental supervision, of course.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, parents are supervising, but he said my kids aren't even watching TV anymore. They come home and they work their online business, So we got 13-year-olds to 80-year-olds doing this comfortably, and Travis makes it so easy. So that's the course. We'll show you not only how to do it, but how to scale, because that's the big thing. Jonathan is still working 2 hours a day, but he's bringing in 60 grand profit, almost over 60 grand in 4 months, right? So there's people doing this and getting 1 sale a day, and people doing it getting 10 sales a day. And the amount of work between the two is not that much different if you follow the training. So that'll teach you how to get going, do it properly, and scale it, and cut down on your time. Number two, access to the private mastermind group. This group is awesome. I mean, I don't know what else I could say. Even just the meme content and everything in there is incredible, but it's more just an encouraging family. This last week, as we've invited hundreds of new members in, it's been awesome, because as the new members have the normal questions, how do I find this? Where do I go to get the tracking sheet? Where do I go to get this? Where do I go get that? I'll go to answer, and I'll go to look, and I was 5 minutes late, and two of our current students already answered the questions for them. So it's a beautiful place to learn and grow together. We're starting this brand new, but we're going to be doing monthly live coaching calls, at least 1 per month for me, 1 per month from Travis. Travis may jump in there even more often, and we'll do impromptu ones as well, but we're going to be scheduling these, and I'll be talking a lot about goal setting, mindset, training, the things that I do in my full-time work that has helped create many millionaires, many people making hundreds of thousands a year. I'll be teaching the principles that has created. I mean, my sales group did 108 million last year in revenue. We should do closer to 150 million this year, here in 2021, depending on when you're watching this. And so I'm going to be teaching those principles and in my monthly calls. And Travis will be teaching the practical stuff in his. So number 4, we did a 4-day workshop. Anyway, we throw that in. Awesome stuff. That helped a lot of people get going. we got 3 bonuses. Bonus number 1, the tracking sheet. This just helps you keep track of everything. It just automates it a lot for you. Number 2, we are going to be doing a getting started 3-day interactive training. Depending on when you're watching this, you'll have to look on the calendar for when the next one is. But we know some people learn very practically by just watching the course. Other people want that interaction. And so the monthly calls will be a hybrid of this, but every quarter or so, we're going to do a getting started fast training for anyone that just needs that kick of motivation to be like, you know what, I got the course. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to commit to it. So check out on our calendar once you join the group for when the next one is. And then finally, you're getting my course, the Millionaire Bootcamp course. And this is like 15 years in the making, Travis. I've poured, there's just tons of knowledge of teaching and raising up many millionaires myself. I myself, having years where I'm making multi-million-dollar years per year. And then just getting the privilege of, for the last 15 years, being surrounded by people far more successful than me, even a few billionaires, and watching their daily habits, their mindset, their belief system, their skill set. And the truth is, some people win because they win and they just keep winning no matter what they do. You can swap out the industry and they win. Just like, John Wooden, one of my favorite coaches, over the years, he's the winningest coach, I believe, in college basketball still to this day. Maybe someone's either about to pass him or close, but he won again and again and again. But his players were constantly changing, right? So if the players are changing, is it really the players that determine why they're winning, or is it his systems, his coaching, his belief systems, his principles that he puts into his players? Whether he gets the best players that year or decent players, he turns them all into winners. And that's what happens when you learn how to be a successful person, a successful human being, in your mind, in your heart. You're going to win at everything. And that's what I teach in this. So this is like the secret sauce behind the practical, because we're going to keep, if you join Market Builders, you'll already find out we're not just stopping at Facebook. We're going on to Walmart, Amazon, everything in the e-com space. And then I've got, some plans, real estate, stock trading, all these different methods that we can use to make our money work for us. And the goal is to help people build their own marketplaces, right? Where they make money in the marketplace the way they want to. And so it's going to be awesome. And this training will be the foundation of that. So all in all, and then our Market Builder shirt, which is, I'm not going to brag on it too much, but it is the best black t-shirt on the market, bar none. And then great logo slapped on there, looking good, feeling proud, wearing the swag. So recap why you should join Facebook Marketplace 2021 edition. I kind of find these value stacks to be kind of a funny thing. So I threw some values out there, hopefully you enjoy it, but I feel like that's worth 100K right there, minimum. Number 2, the access to the private, mastermind. As I said before, the memes worth thousands per month alone. At least I would pay that for them. Monthly live coaching calls, 60 grand. I Googled like what coaches make every month and threw that in there. Previous 4-day private workshop, so much money, couldn't even put a really price tag on that. The tracker, same thing, impossible to put a price tag on. Travis spent countless hours designing that. The Get Started Fast interactive training, I just typed a bunch of numbers and went with it. And then the Millionaire Bootcamp, it's obviously in the title, it's worth $1 million. And so anyway, if you, not to be facetious, but $1 million and some change. But in all seriousness, the real reason you should join the Market Builders family and consider joining tonight and, taking the leap of faith and joining this amazing group of people is, one, we're going to give you the tools to make life-changing money. We've already proven that with tons of testimonies. And the cool thing is we don't just have 3-star pupils. We've got that first screenshot, and that's literally from the last 2 days. And we couldn't fit them all on there. People that are already making sales within 9 minutes to 24 hours. So we have that. Number 2, we're going to teach you teachings that will really change your life, from the way you think to the way you believe to your daily actions, your routine, the habits of multimillionaires in that course, plus a lot more. And then the last one, Travis, is the Builders family. I really believe we have something special. I don't know, it's been crazy, dude, just being in the group with people, seeing the positivity, the encouragement. People are like, man, I'm a founding member of the Builders family. They're welcoming each other. I've even seen new students convincing other potential students like, yo, you got to join. And they got no skin in the game, you know?
Right.
And it feels like there's something special. Anyway, it's one of those things that I think you either feel it and you're like, Tim and Travis, this is what I've been praying for, asking God for, looking for. This is what I need in my life. Or maybe not, right? And we're not for everyone. We're not the Lambo driving, make it in the club type guys. We are the become ridiculously rich to change the world around us type guys. And so if that vibes with you, we want you part of this family, part of this journey. And so just to recap, well, I'll give you the recap in a second. So most people are saying, all right, Tim, you sold me, man. How much is it? I'm ready. I want to get in. So we really feel when we look at all the competing things out there, we've got two amazing kind of courses that we're putting together between Market Builders and Millionaire Bootcamp. The mindset, the skill set, the talents, a lot of what these other courses are missing is held in that Millionaire Bootcamp. And then the practical, where you can make money fast. And we feel like, you know, when you look at these pricing models, most of these guys, when they charge $5,000 for a course, when Jonathan paid $5,000 to you, his mindset was like, hey, I can make that back in my first month, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, right? Our average student right now seems to be making about $100 a day. We'll call it, you know, a little over $2,000 a month, 2,500 a month, somewhere in there. So it'd be fairly reasonable to charge, you know, somewhere, I would say about 7,500, whatever the pricing is. What do you call it? 79.99 or something like that, at that price range, where it's about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and you're paid off. Maybe even 1 month. Like if you're Randon and you get 8,000 your first month, you're paid off. And so we felt like, based on that pricing and the fact that there's 2 complete courses together, plus the live coaching, which most people don't do, the community, the old trainings, everything, that $39.99 was an extremely fair price to put these 2 together. We're confident if you went for that right now, you could 100% pay that off. I'd say 3 months most, realistically 2 months. For most people, it'll be a month. If you did what I did, I was on track to make about $5,000 my first month. So I would have been 1,000 in the profit month 1. However, we really, really, really love people. And I hope that you can see that. I hope you can feel that. And so for us, the pricing that we are going to be putting our courses at once we're done with this founding round, which I'll tell you that in a second, is $19.97. We feel like that is and I just threw it out there. I clicked twice, Travis, sorry. But $19.97, that's what we're going to be charging. Today, though, we're still in what we would call the founding member price. We're trying to make it so that when the next big wave, when we go out and blast this out with, you know, spending hundreds of thousands on ads and getting the whole world to know Market Builders exists, we want a core community where you are the Market Builders family, you're repping the shirt, you're helping people, you're in the group helping. And before we really like fully open the faucet, I guess you could say, and let the water flow, we want a core group in there that are like sold out for this bigger vision of not just making money for themselves, but becoming better versions of themselves, that they can start paying it forward, helping other people, that this is really something we all own. This is a family. Market Builders is a family. So because of that, we decided to make the pricing $19.97 for founding members. Now this price is not going to last long. We are going to get to a certain point. We're not far away from it now, where we close the doors on that. And so you can jump on the website, which we'll give you here in a second, and you can see if it's still available. If it is, there should be a countdown for when it ends, and it's going to be quick. And so if you're seeing this now, just know that you likely still have that window, but it's going to be closed fairly soon. And we're looking to build the foundation, have an amazing group of people, an amazing culture, all locked into the vision, all already making tons of money. And then we're going to open the floodgates, and it'll be the $19.97, which I think, Travis, that's cheap. $19.97 for 2 courses is incredible, along with the live coaching and everything
Absolutely.
else. So yeah, dude. So becomeabuilder.com. And then the last thing, we have 2 payment methods. And so if you do pay in full versus the 3 pay, because we know for some people, money's a little tight. You need to make some money to be able to make the next payment. We totally get that. So we have a 3 pay, which is $347 over 3 payments. And then we have a 1 pay, which is $997. So you save $40, and we throw in this hoodie, which, believe it or not, the blank alone is a $40 hoodie, is again, premium, plus whatever. So about $60 hoodie we would sell these for at break even, to be honest. So about $100 value you're getting by paying in full. So if you have it, join us, get the exclusive hoodie. It's gonna be awesome. So why should you join? Again, marketplace, private mastermind, monthly live coaching, amazing. 4-day previous workshop, the sales tracker, the get fast started. We'll do that about once a quarter to get you going, and that 3 days of intensive training. Nobody really does that stuff. And then finally, the Millionaire Bootcamp series, which will truly change your life if you'll do it. So, and 2 ways to pay. So I don't know if you have anything to throw on top of that, Travis, but yeah, man, come join us. I promise
We
you.
want to invite you guys to be part of the family.
Yeah.
And like Tim was saying too, is that it's not just about the tool, it's about the community and the skill set and the principles that you are going to get along the way. And we wanted to do something entirely different than what you see out there. And we're not fluffy people. We're not people that are just hyping something up, but we have a very interactive community of we love to call everyone in our community builders, because we go in, we build the market, we make it happen, and we're just one giant family. And we believe that a lot of money in the hands of good people will make great impact around the world. And so join our family, come be part of us.
Yeah.
Just go to
I promise it'll be
becomeabuilder.com.
become a builder. Yeah, it'll be the best $1,000 you spend this decade. I can say that with confidence. The content, the people, the iron sharpens iron, the $1 million course. I mean, I literally put every bit of knowledge that I have to have created many, many millionaires myself, and to have become from a poor kid in South Africa to a multimillionaire. I put into the millionaire course, and that's just really a bonus. And then the course on how to actually make some money to get going. And it's just the beginning, guys. This is the beginning of the journey. Facebook is to get the money to do the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. We will, mark my words, we will create millionaires through this group with the practical teachings and the changes in the mindset and just being around the right people. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, come join us. Go to market, become a builder. Don't hesitate. Go there right now. www.becomeabuilder.com. Register tonight. Hopefully you make it in before the training, but even if you're paying the $19.97, it's 100% worth it. That $2,000 would change your life. If you happen to be able to get in at the cheaper pricing, hey, you got a good Black Friday deal. So anyway, love you guys. We'll see you soon. We'll see you in the private group. Bye.